Wait, am I a YouTuber? What does it even mean to be a YouTuber? Here's me being all existential again. Hello, friends, this is Ojas, and today I wanted to get a little bit vulnerable with you and share about my journey with YouTube, with making videos, about my hits and not so many hits. And I want to share my reality with you and also want to hear your opinions about your stories with success, with trying new projects, and what is it that helps one ultimately be successful. So, a little bit about my YouTube journey. I started recording videos since about 2 years now, and it has been a little bit inconsistent in the past. I've tried to become more consistent now with this 100-day challenge. It is already 60% up. I'm already done with like 60 plus videos. However, I had some crazy dreams about what it's going to be like at the end, but reality is rarely as we imagine it to be. You get a lot of trials and tribulations, a lot of setbacks along the way. I think one of the biggest challenges that one faces in life while trying to succeed with anything is a sense of boredom, doing the same things again and again. Just this thing about having to be consistent, it sounds good, it sounds, all jazzy, but in the reality of it, having to wake up every single morning, work on the same thing again and again, it's not easy. Sometimes when things don't go according to plan, you put in so much of effort and then only get 10 or 20 views for a video, or you hope that it will have a positive effect, but then you get a negative comment or some criticism from somebody, or just no response at all. It can be quite heartbreaking. And this is the reality of being a YouTuber or just being in any independent profession. Especially in YouTube, they say that 95% of the YouTubers fail. This is the reality in life, right? Even when you're starting a new business, only 5% of the businesses will actually make it, will actually be profitable. If you're investing money somewhere, most of the people will end up losing money. By investing, I mean doing things like options trading and stuff like that, or going into the stock market. Success is not a given. And I think it's easier to just be right, in the beginning, thinking about unlimited possibilities without taking a single step. But I've realized after taking steps, that's when you really face the music, face the challenge day after day. And we have to go through it. There's no shortcut to it. Me, for so long, I have sat on the fence, sat on the edge, believed in my potential, brought myself up, uh, like kind of put myself up on a pedestal, like I can do anything. I've got good communication skills. I'm influential, this and that. But ultimately, you got to put in the effort. You got to put yourself out there and you have to face failure. I think life is a leveler. Some people might get a head start. Some people might get lucky with one video or with one business idea or anything like that, right? In whatever field you are. But ultimately, if you want to really reach the top, if you want sustained success, you have to grind it out. You have to go through failure. There will be times when you will doubt yourself. There will be times when the world will be against you. There will be times when you will be absolutely alone in this. And this is something I was dreading for the longest time before embarking on this journey. But now that I have, I don't want to give up. Some of my friends have suggested that, maybe I can tone it down a little bit, maybe make 2 videos a week. But I know myself, if I give up on this now, then it's going to be like it's going to weigh on my mind, it's not going to give me peace. And just as a personal challenge, I want to see it through. And I remember examples of people like Mr. Beast, so many people who've not faced success initially, whether you talk about the founder of KFC or um, Isaac Newton, no, sorry, Albert Einstein, Thomas Edison, and the invention of the light bulb, or even the example of Elon Musk more recently, going through failures about 2 or 3 times, launching a rocket, losing millions of dollars of his own money, and reaching a point where basically he had to take away from his family's remainder money and really risk being bankrupt. in order to succeed. And just looking at his interviews are so inspiring. He says that, you know, this is not for the faint hearted. He does not recommend other people doing it, but look at him. Like, he is by far the richest person in the world right now, like 200 plus billion net worth. And it was single-handedly something that he did out of something that nobody else would have thought is possible, like colonizing Mars, or a private entity going into space, like not a government. And that just tells me that one needs to push beyond the comfort zone. Again, it sounds easier than actually doing it, but one needs to really go through this barrier of when one feels that, okay, now it's time to give up. Now we should really quit and leave. Try some different project. And I feel when you know what you want, when you believe in something, when you have a dream, a vision, then you should not give up. And I'm really going on this hope and this belief right now. And hopefully, in a year's time, you will look back at this video again and say that, he said this at a time when maybe he did not even have 1,000 subscribers, or I will look back on this and see this as a personal victory and hopefully be able to laugh about it. But I wanted to hear from you if you have been in a situation where success has mattered a lot, whether you have been successful or not. What did it take? What do you think is the key to success? Do you think effort is absolutely necessary? One needs to put in a lot of hard work, or there is some other formula to it? Have you tried putting up videos, or maybe having a blog or a podcast of your own? What's your experience with that being like? I think ultimately we are here to support each other, and it's not like one person's success means another person's failure, although it can feel like that sometimes. Sometimes when you see friends doing better than you, whilst you are trying your best, then there can creep in a sense of envy, and again, being very vulnerable here. But I feel that this is a space where everybody can win, whether you're an artist, you're a filmmaker, you're a singer, or a YouTuber. Everybody can win. And I think if we can help each other out with our tips and tricks, then collectively as a society, we can start to really step out into being our own creators, and more people willing to take this step, being inspired by others, and actually doing what they really want to do rather than maybe being a corporate slave. I think there are a lot of my friends who would be dying to be in my position of following my passion, doing exactly what I want to do. Let me know what you think. This is the first time I'm trying some video like this. Hope you liked it, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, my friends.